All right. Let's see if we can do this. All right. Filter, no filter. All right. Hello. Hey, welcome. Hey, welcome. I'm on YouTube too. I'm on YouTube too. All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I was like, I'm gonna try to do both today, and it's successful right now. Thank you, thank you. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I think I want to use my other deck. My other deck. Hello, hello, hello. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Tomorrow is the full moon. Hold on real quick. There we go. Let's see if I can do something. Tomorrow is a full moon, so we're gonna do a full moon reading tonight. And see how we can use this energy. Feeling alright, a little fatigued. These last week's been a time. Listen, this weekend I did my little running around on Saturday, but yesterday I was like, I'm done. Last week I was no more good. No more good. Also, shout out to me for reaching 300 subscribers on YouTube. Hand claps for me. 300 subscribers. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, YouTube. Thank you for subscribing and following me and watching me on this journey. So much more to come. Thanks so much. All right, let's just jump in. Yay! Let's see what Spirit has for us. For this full moon, I think it's full moon in Pisces, I think. Spirit, we call upon you graciously with love and light for the greater good of all involved. Look at this. Cards already flying out. Cards already flying out. Yay, thank you. Spirit, what is it that we need to know about this full energy? What is it that we need to know about this week for our greater good and with love and light? What do we need to be aware of? Every card that wants to pop out is a pentacle. What is it that we need to know? What's that money looking like? What's that money looking like? What is that growth looking like? Let's see. The Justice card has been coming out a lot. It's been coming out a lot, and I feel like it has a lot to do with finally getting what you put in. Like, I've been getting that message a lot, like a return, like something being returned to you, something being given back to you. So it's just a lot of karmic energy. So if you've been putting out really good karma, it just kind of feels like you're going to be seeing a return on that. Now, if you haven't been putting out the best karma, I don't know what to say. There might be some opportunities for you to rectify that karma, maybe. For you to get realigned, okay? For you to feel forgiven or maybe even receive some forgiveness. Wow. There is definitely a clearing. I will say that. Does anybody else feel that? Like, we talked about how things are shifting and things are moving, but and we've talked about things, needing to remove things, but like the clearing, things being cleared out, things being moved out of the way. Things being cleared out, things being moved out of the way, things just being moved out of the way, but then also this piece of like there isn't so much of this fight anymore of like, oh, but I want it close to me, I'm gonna keep it around. Like, there's not so much this fight. Like, there is this awareness. I feel like even if you are keeping something around you that might not be for your for your benefit, and maybe you don't have a choice, right? Like, maybe you don't have a choice, but now you're not oblivious to what's going on. You're more aware of what's going on. You're more clear about what's going on. And you are navigating it in such a way that feels a lot better for you. Right. I'm hearing Spirit say, not saying though that this energy can stick around. So pay attention to that too. Okay, Spirit saying that, like, no, you're just gonna really be seeing who this person is and what they're about. Like, that's real important. Like, whatever Spirit was trying to show you about this person as to why they can't be around or why it's time to kind of like part ways from them, you're not going to be able to ignore that now. Like, that's going to be the whole point. It's just like, yep, there go that fuck shit. There go. There goes that fuck shit. Oh well. And it's so interesting because I feel like it's like two ends of the spectrum, right? On one end, you have a group of people who, thank you. On one hand, you have a group of people who, um, are surrendering, right? They're surrendering to this process. They're surrendering to what's happening, what's going on. They are surrendering, and they're saying, you know what? I had faith before, and I can have faith again. I can have unwavering faith. I can move and adjust accordingly, right? And then on the other hand, there's still people who are fighting this. They're fighting that surrender. They're fighting that, um, that awakening, even, and avoiding seeing the truth, avoiding seeing their truth, which is really important at this time. It's really, really important at this time for you to see your truth because it has to be honored. You're not going to be able to go too far with it without acknowledging it. I'm hearing that so loudly. So you are going to have to acknowledge your truth, whatever it is. Okay, especially if you haven't before. And I am hearing Spirit say that those of you who are realizing that, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing, it's okay, but I do see the picture, but I just have no idea how I'm gonna get there. So let me surrender, and I'm gonna take my hands off of it, and I'm gonna allow my ancestors and spirit to move me through. Right, that feels so, so, so important here, because I think that the signs and the divinity in certain things are going to be so clear that it's going to be really, really hard for you to ignore. Okay, it's going to be really, really hard for you to ignore unless your mind is preoccupied, unless your mind is preoccupied, unless you aren't being honest with yourself. Okay, or you're not seeing the truth. Okay, so it's real important. Listen, the full card is here, baby. The full card is here. If this, if you've never taken a leap of faith before, this may be a good time for you to take that leap of faith, to take the risk, especially if you have been feeling that push, feeling that urge of like, I think everything is going to be okay. I feel like everything is going to be okay. I may not have all the answers, right? And we do this, right? We come up with all of these ideas and we come up with all these reasons and all these excuses, right? As to why something can't be done, as to why something can't be complete, as to why we might not be ready, right? I'm hearing spirits say help is on the way. Help is right. They're saying like pay attention to your life. They're saying pay attention to your life. See who comes. See who comes to help. See who is coming into your atmosphere. Hear the conversations that you've been having. They're not for no reason. It is divine. Okay, so let those little things be the indication that, oh, I'm on the right track. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I needed to hear this. I needed to have this conversation. I needed to say this out loud. It's so important. It's so, so, so important. Because for a lot of us, it's not even necessarily that you might not necessarily be starting on a new journey per se. You might just be doing it in a different way. I'm hearing that really loudly. And for some people, you are starting a new journey, right? You start a new journey, you're learning a new skill, you're doing something different. Okay, and I'm hearing spirits say that you can't be afraid to do something different. You can't be afraid to pivot, right? We had to pivot before. We had to learn what it looks like to pivot, what it looks like to go ahead and surrender and say, you know what, this isn't for me anymore, and I think it's time for me to shift. Or, I think it's time for me to go ahead and step up to that next thing that I said I was going to work on. I think it's time. because this is happening over here. This is happening. I got this set up over here. I got that set up over there. And now it's time for me, and I have this space, right, to go ahead and focus on other things. Like, so important now. But you can't, you've moved past that fear before of shifting, pivoting, doing something different. You've moved past that fear before. And now you might have to do it again, but it feels like it's a little easier. Okay, because again, you know that, like, well, listen, I got something to fall back on this time. But regardless of such, it worked out for me. And I'm feeling so strong about this. Like, and all the signs are leading to this. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Why did I ended up talking about this person when they didn't even know that? Da, 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 da. Why did this thing? Like, people always talk about coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. Some things just cannot be coincidence. Come on now. It's like it can't all be coincidence. It can't all be coincidence. How? How is that possible? Right? So make sure that you pay attention to divinity in your life, okay? Pay attention to how things are being aligned for you. It's really it's really important. Okay, it's really, really important now. Because right, I'm hearing Spirit say to you that you're not gonna miss anything. You're not gonna necessarily miss. You're not gonna You're not gonna uh. I want to see what this is. Okay, it like literally says it in the title. Like, why does it like? um. Listen. Just that quick. Just that quick. Kayla says, I literally got asked to move out of my crib after just moving in. God brought me an apartment in the lease we signed in 3 days. The contrast is is necessary. Listen, not with the box come. Listen, I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Um, cause I just don't have time. I don't have time. I don't feel like it. Um, yeah. So right? Spirit saying something about like you've reached this your highest. You reached to a certain level with your higher self to have built a line of communication or a source of communication where you're able to communicate with your higher self easily, and you're able to receive those downloads and receive that information to help you make the decisions that you need to make. Okay. Some of you are going through a deep spiritual awakening at this time as well, that is helping you shed not necessarily an old version of yourself, maybe for some, for sure, you're shedding an old version of yourself, but it almost just kind of feels like it's more so just a little small ego death is what I'm hearing Spirit say. A little small ego death. A baby spiritual awakening. Those aha moments where you're like, and this is why it was this, and this. Got it, clear, understood, heard, heard, felt, received, received. Finally seeing the fruit of your labor. Finally harvesting the fruit of your labor. That breakthrough that you've been feeling like it's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Mm. Look at this. Six of Pentacles. We're also getting the Six of Wands here as well. Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Again, breakthrough. Again, like your voice being heard. Okay, you being heard, you being seen, going viral. Okay, going viral, becoming popular, you becoming very recognizable. Those of you who put yourselves out there to be seen, to be heard, you becoming recognizable. People saying, "Don't I know you from? Haven't I seen you? Hey, I think I've heard you play at. I think I've read your book. I think I listened to your podcast." I remember seeing you on a panel. I remember hearing your TED talk. Whatever it is that you're doing, to put yourself out there. You you're you're reaching the right people is what I'm hearing. The right people are currently seeing you and listening to you. And they hear you. I'm also hearing that too. They hear you. They hear what you're saying. So if you've been saying, "Hey y'all, I'm looking for this. Hey, I need this," da 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 da, there's somebody that is like, it almost kind of, and this feels super specific. It feels like somebody has been listening to you and they heard you, and they went and like did like mad research or something, and they're gonna send you this long email. And when you officially get the email, you're like, "How is this? Who is this?" Go to the bottom. I don't even know who this is. Go to the shop, and you're reading, you're reading, and you're looking at the resources, and you're looking at the links, and you're looking at other things. You're like, "Oh my god, I've been needing this. This is this, and this. Yes, finally. All right, bet." And I see you having, being very thankful for this information. Okay, so there's a lot of information that is about to come through your email, through text messages. Pay attention to that. Okay, somebody might be reaching out to you again, sending you a lot of um resources that are necessary for you right now. They're really really necessary for you right now. Like, this is the stuff that you have been like, um either doing your own research, or like you've doing your own research, or like learning on your own or something, like maybe at your own, you just been like YouTube University, kind of doing that kind of thing. And I'm just seeing now where somebody is coming in with so many more resources and so much information. It's like these are the things that you've been missing, and now that you can add them to your toolbox, or you can take advantage of these resources, and move forward. Okay. Almost kind of feels like they're coming from somebody who is a stranger. Again, somebody who just seen you, heard you, and said, "Hey, I heard that you were looking for this. Here it is." And they don't want anything else. They just want to give you that information. Mm-hmm. Yes, this definitely is a good time for manifestation. Really envision what it is that you want, what you want to see in the future. It feels like through this manifesting, through this work, this conjure work, you'll be able to see clearly about, how you're gonna get there. It's not just about what you're it's not just about what you're going to do. It's about how you're going to get there, which has been the missing piece for so many of you, right? Like, it's like, okay, I understand what I'm doing, but how am I going to do that? Okay, I understand that you want me to do this and this and this, but where's the money going to come from? How am I going to pay for that? How am I going to make that move? How am I going to do this? So it feels like you're that next bit of information, that real big download, that big one that you get. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I think the how is going to come through. But when you receive that how, don't back up from it. Don't cower away, because the how is going to have you coming outside of your comfort zone. And for some of you, that's been something that you've been working on for some years. So, earlier when we were talking about, having to having to surrender, right? Like, this is one of those times where that how is gonna be, well, you're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do this. You're like, me? I'm doing that? Yeah, you. Cause why not? Why not you? Who else is it gonna be? Or are you gonna wait for your descendants to do it for you? Because remember, this is about legacy. This is about legacy. This is about our generation, generations to come. Okay, so just think about that. All right, think about that. That's really, really important. There's no more waiting for what you are already prepared to do. That's what I'm talking about. All right, YouTube folk. Let's do some card pulls real quick. The last Schmoney Mondays of the month until next month. Right now, my schedule is crazy right now. I had to do a lot of moving around in my book. So next month, I can't even say if I want to have openings. I don't know yet. I'm trying to rearrange my schedule, so I'm going to see how I feel. But I'm going to definitely let y'all know. And if not, my book will be open in July. Now, remember, my book is closing 2 new clients. No new clients. No new clients. So if you feel as though you're not going to be able to get in for May, and you're like, Coco, I'm not going to be able to get in for May, you better email me and say something. You better say something. You better join the Patreon. You better join the Patreon, or you're going to have to be on that wait list, baby. You're going to have to be on that wait list. Wait list. Wait list. Yeah. As of right now, I'm going to add in some dates for May, but as of right now, the only place you might find me is Patreon. That's it. That's it. All right. Let's do some card pulls. Let's do what we did the last time, and whoever has the best question. I'll answer some questions. Make them good though. Make them real good. If you want to get a card pull, jump over to my YouTube. The name is in the pinned comments. If not, till next month. Can hop in after the show, join my Patreon, then you can definitely get a card pull and be in community with us. And Wednesday, I'll be meeting with my patrons too on Wednesday as well. So if you want to jump in, you want to get a card pull, join the Wednesday Patreon. All right, Maurice, let's see. You've been showing me a lot of love. Are you still moving away? Let's see. Are you still moving away? I got you, Dr. Goody. right, let's see. Are you still moving away? Absolutely. You're getting the Eight of Cups here. Are you still moving away? Yes. You're also getting a Nine of Pentacles. But there's still some things that you need to get in order. Just a few things that you need to get in order before you move. And also dealing with some emotional things as well. Are you in a relationship now, Maurice? Wow. Wow. I never know what up here. Okay, so okay. Um ooh. Okay. Um mhm. So yeah, yes, you're absolutely still moving away. You're absolutely still moving away. The reason why I asked if you're in a relationship is because you're getting a lover's card here too. Let me look a little deeper into this though, because this could be a couple of things. Let me see. Because it could be a certain attachment. Let me see what comes out here. Mhm. Mhm. This is a relationship that you have with yourself. Okay, this is you. So these are the conversations that you need to be having with yourself. Are we still moving away? Because if we are still moving away, then um, ooh, right. They're saying if you are still moving away, um, then we need to look at the finances, right? It's like we need to look at the finances. We need to see how much money can we put to the side, or how much money do we need to be prepared for this, to be ready for this. Actually, not the number that we think we need, but the number that we know that we need. Okay. But I am seeing too where there's some other things coming up as well. And I think if you're moving away, it feels like you're moving sooner than you think that you're moving. Remember earlier we talked about surrender. So if you have a date in mind, try not to be so rigid in your date of when you think you're moving, because I think you're gonna end up moving sooner than what you actually think, okay? But I think that this is more so, it's not even necessarily about financial readiness. Like, yes, you're gonna do that because that's just who you are. Like I don't need to tell you to save money, right? I don't need to tell you to financially prepare. You're gonna do that because that's what you're supposed to do, and that's the responsible thing to do. I think the biggest thing that's really gonna hold you back, because you could have the money saved up and sitting there, right? You can have it sitting there and you still won't go. The biggest thing for you is the emotional piece, the emotional connections, what you're moving away from emotionally, because it's not just the, oh, moving away from family, or oh, like there's something deeper there. You know that when you move away, it's going to change everything. You know that when you move away, it's you're never going back, which is a big deal. Like, you might go to visit, but you're not going to go live there. You might go live other places, but you're not going to go live there. Too much has happened, and it's not a good place. Wherever you are right now, it's not the most abundant. It's not the most abundant place for you. Okay, you won't be able to grow as much as you would like to where you are. Like, the seeds that you plant are going to take a long, long time to grow. It's something with the energetic soil there that isn't vibrating with you the way that it should be. Okay, yeah, there's a lot here. Okay, there's a lot here, and it feels like cycles are ending. Cycles have ended. So again, like, surrendering. You might not have a choice in moving. It's like, yeah, you want to move, but it's like, yo, it's get out. Opportunity comes, boom. Like, oh shit, it's a job in the city that I want to move to, and they hiring, and they ready to, and they want to pay for, like, it just, that's what it feels like. It feels like God's going to set you up to move. Where it's just like, oh, you ready? To really give you no choice but to go. So make sure that you're emotionally preparing for that as well. Okay? Because it feels like, financially you're disciplined. But that emotional piece is what's going to trigger the universe to say, okay, now they're ready to go. Okay, so do that for yourself. Start emotionally preparing. Start, having a conversation with the person that it feels like you might have, like that might be the hardest emotional thing to release, and start having that conversation. Like, hey, listen, I'm moving. This is when the tentative date is. This is what I'm going to be doing. I just want to let you know, start having that conversation. Maybe you're having that conversation with yourself first before you're having it with others, but it feels like it's time versus this like this deep inner, thing, or even like a secret. All right, let's see. All right, Dr. Goody, you're welcome. Let's see. Every plan is not meant to be heard by everyone. Okay, I'm hearing that so loudly. Every plan is not meant to be heard by everyone, and it feels like maybe you have been discouraged or something like that. Somebody might be discouraging you, or somebody might be um trying to tell you that you're wrong for doing something, or like your plan won't work or something like that. Even though you not only do you have a plan, you've studied this plan. You have studied this plan. You have asked questions about this plan. You have masterfully put this plan together. And it just feels like some people just don't have that vision. They don't have the same vision as you. And I'm hearing Spirit say that that's okay. You're growing something. It's okay if they don't see that your little tree has all these roots. It's okay if they don't see that this is going to grow into a massive, massive tree. It's okay if they don't see it. Okay, it's okay. They're saying that, right? They're saying like, remember, it gets lonely at the top. It gets hard to be a visionary. It gets hard to be a visionary. It gets hard to be able to see something that may not exist. No one else sees it but you. Okay. They're saying you are on the right track. They're saying you are on the right track. Keep doing what you're doing, by tapping into your community, okay, and being in a space of exchanging ideas, and exchanging information. Okay, you're getting the emperor with this because right now you right, and I'm also hearing something too about like continue to learn about investing, continue to learn about the stock market, continue to learn about money, continue to learn about um how those things work. Okay, continue to do those things because in doing that, it's going to help you. It's going to help you grow your empire. Okay, and it's going to help you be able to give the way that you want to give. Okay, they're saying something about like they right. Listen, what I say. Look at that big old tree. Look at that garden. Okay, look at that garden. Okay, so they're saying keep head down, focus. Head down, focus. They won't get it until it's. They won't get it until it's in the physical. That's when they'll get it. That's when they'll understand. Not beforehand. but it doesn't mean that you're not supposed to. Especially when you feel so strongly about it. Like you feel so like, I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. Every time that you felt that urge, it's been successful, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. So it's that same feeling. It's very undeniable. It's hard for you to ignore that. Everybody got questions about moving. So let's pull cards on it. Let's see what comes up generally about moving. So many questions about moving. Let's see. Who else has questions about moving? Who else is in the chat looking to move? Raise your hand. Spirit, what do we need to know about physically moving into new spaces? The sun card jumping out. That's a good sign. That's confirmation. We're getting the sun card. That's a good sign. Yes, come on, actively packing. Come on, moving on Friday. And what's today? The 22nd, so we're almost out of retrograde. See, yes. Finally feeling grounded. That's so necessary right now. Especially if you're an earth sign. It's so necessary right now. I love how big this gets. Does this look big to y'all? I don't know. Like I'm using an iPad for YouTube, so it's just like so big. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you're welcome. I love that. Yes. The Queen of the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. There's a very grounding energy. Look at this. We're asking about moving. We're getting the Eight of Cups. So definitely moving on. Definitely move on. Oh yeah, look at that. The Chariot. So for those of you, this is confirmation. This is confirmation. Those of you who are needing to move, wanting to move, okay, have been waiting. Some of you have been waiting. The place that you're looking for is coming, okay? It's gonna come out of nowhere. The place that you've been looking for, not the one that you just settling for, but the place that you've been looking for, okay? Wow, look at this. 10 of Cups. Yes, come on. This is amazing confirmation. Hello. On moving, okay? Needing more space. I'm hearing Spirit say you need more space. You need more space for your family. You need more space for your kids. You need more space for you, okay? For your business, okay? For your creativity, okay? Yes, you need your space. Look at this, the Hermit cards. You need your space so that you can heal. Okay, maybe you have been in a very chaotic situation. You've been in a very tight situation. Maybe you've been sharing space. Okay, you've been sharing space, so you need your own space. Maybe you need workspace. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. This is a beautiful reading. 9 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups. I'm hearing Spirit say though, some of you are getting held up with this move because you still have some fear about moving on your own or handling bills or taking care of bills. Afraid of making the same mistakes. Don't want to get evictions. Don't want to just don't want to go through some of the things that you went through in the past around moving, around having your own spot. Um, Maybe you were going through the home buying process at one point and something fell through, or you weren't responsible, you didn't do what you were supposed to be doing. I'm hearing spirits say that it's very different now. Okay, you need it. You need it. You need it. Like, it's, you need it now. It's not one of those things that I can't just jump from couch to couch. I can't just be over here and be over there. I can't just, like, oh, something got turned off, the lights got turned off, oh, it's an eviction notice. Like, it's like, we beyond that. We beyond that. If you've been roommating for a really, really long time, it might be time for you to go ahead and get your own spot, and be in your own space where you can make your home the way that you've been wanting it. Especially if you are one who has been roommating for a long time, but now you have the income to have your own spot. Like, you have more, like, you make more than enough to have your own spot. Like, there's really no reason for you to have roommates at all. Like, it's just what you are just so used to. Oh, I'm moving. Oh, that means, like, I gotta find a roommate, and I gotta go through that, and I gotta find a place. I gotta find a room to stay in with roommates and roommates. But it's like, oh, you making like 3, 4 times what you were making before. Like, you really could go get you a nice townhouse. You can go get you a nice house. You can get you a nice apartment downtown and be real comfortable. You'll be able to handle your business. You'll be making, you make more than enough. Like, it's okay. It's okay to go and get the nice apartment with the real nice amenities. With the 24-hour security guard, and the gym, and the pool, and the the penthouse with all the nice, the theater room, and all the things and the fun little stuff that they do, and all the concierge, and the dog walker, and all that. Yeah, like, it's like, oh, oh so I can, I can get the 2 bedroom. I can get the 2 bedroom. Like, yeah, yo, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You earned it. You deserve it. You need a space. You need a space to be able to create more, to be able to manifest more anyway. Okay? These luxury buildings, yes, they be having amenities that, like, yes, dog walkers that come to the building and get all of the dogs and walk them. Yes. I'm also hearing Spirit say too that if you have been thinking about hiring someone to come and clean, please do that. Please hire somebody to come and clean. Even if it's just once a month, please do that for yourself, instead of going through the round and round cycle of, oh, my house is not clean. Oh, I'm having an anxiety attack about cleaning, so then I'm not going clean, and now it's still not clean, which then also gives me anxiety. And, like, enough. You're spending too much energy going through that cycle. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, Brian, let's see. What's the money situation looking like? I'm trying to trust the universe by being patient, but there's a little bit of anxiety around finances because real bills. Because real bills. Let's see. Just trying to know about real money, real bills. Cause can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? So the price going up this year again. You have some ideas on how to make money. You have some ideas on what to do, but you're not executing them. Right? They're saying something about like right now is rest time. You're gonna get really, really, really busy quickly. Like it feels like as soon, like as much as you're worried about it, they're saying something about like some shit about to boom, and you'll be like, oh shit, okay, boom, 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 over here, over here, over here. Yeah, they're saying use this slow down time. They're saying use this slow down time to start to rest, to start exercising. I'm also hearing something too about making your core strong. That's real specific. I don't even know what that has to do with money per se, because that's solar plexus, right? What for all of my chakra experts in the chat? How does your solar plexus being open or closed affect your ability to make money? How does your solar how does your solar plexus affect your ability to make money? Affect your ability to come up with ideas on how to make money, how to earn money. Somebody said inner child wounds, I think. Confidence. It affects your confidence in yourself. Zara says it affects your confidence in yourself. Food scarcity, money scarcity. Solar plexus affects self confidence in the way you out yourself, the way you put yourself out there, the way you put yourself out there. So, how are you putting yourself out there? How are you putting yourself out there? What happens when you're here? What happens when you're here? What happens? And are you valuing yourself correctly? Are you valuing yourself correctly? You know this. They're saying you should be charging more. But that's a hard ask. They're saying something about that's a hard ask. I'm hearing spirits say that last gig you didn't charge enough. They had enough. You didn't charge enough. It might be hard for you to ask what your true worth is. It might be hard for you to put the real number, what the real number should be. You still might be either on the lower end in your market value or beneath, and you need to be up here. But you need to have the confidence to ask for what you really need to be asking for, especially with your talents, with your gifts. This. How much does it cost to bring you outside? How much does it cost? How much does it cost for you to come outside? How much that cost? How much does it cost to make you move? You know, some people be having a rules like, oh, I don't even come out for less than a stack. I don't come out for less than 5 stacks. I don't come out for less than 10 stacks. I don't come out for less than 20 stacks. You know, that's real for people. You gotta pay attention. Like, you have to pay attention to the gigs because, right, they're saying really think about how much money they actually spent. It's like, wait a minute, y'all was at this venue with this type of food, with photographers, videographers, this, and this, and you had somebody blowing fire, and you had dancers, and you had a fashion show, and you had this, and you had that, and you only slid me how much? Nah, son, nah, that don't add up. Like, it don't add up. It don't be adding up. So, right, and they're saying something too about like they're saying you are going to up your price, and you're also going to see an elevation in the gigs that you get to, in the places that you're in as well, in the audience. Not so much like the audience, like what they like the music, like they're gonna love the music. It's gonna be like who these people are, like what they're about, what they do, you know. It feels more so of like the who's who, you know, the who's who with the people. Like, oh shit, okay. All right, right. And they're saying it's time for you to do that anyway, so that you can be seen by who you need to be seen by, so that you can get that work that you need to be working. That sounded like a riddle. I hope you understood that. You need to be seen by. There's certain people that are looking for you. There's certain people who, um, there's certain people that are looking for you. Certain people that are looking for new sounds. Okay, and they're saying when you right, it almost kind of feel like you like bullying yourself in there. Like really, like nah, I'm getting in this motherfucker. Fuck that shit. Y'all ain't leave. Fuck that shit. I'm in this bitch. I'm in here like, no, I'm supposed to be in here. Like, listen, this is this is a big. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me, but it's giving like fake until you make it for real though. Like, yeah, I'm supposed to be in here, but they forgot to give me a pass. I'm supposed to be in here. They told me that I was supposed to talk to you about getting my pass. Okay, I gotta talk to who? Okay, and where are they? All right, cool, thank you. And like really in that bitch, like I ain't even supposed to be in, but I'm in this. Oh, who? Oh, I'm next. Calling somebody name 30,000 times. No, I think I'm next. I think I'm next. What's your name again? Oh, we don't have you on this. I know because they said, yeah, like I'm in this motherfucker. My name, I got my name on that list. Like shit. Like, yo, I said, fuck it. I'm about to be in this bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to be in here, yo. Can't nobody stop me. I'm in here. And ain't nobody gonna hit me in my mouth. And I'm about to sit here and act like I've been here and I'm supposed to be in here and I'm coming next time. They about to be real familiar with me. They about to be real familiar with me. Like that's what you about to be on. Like that's like they gonna be like, shoot, I wasn't even supposed to be in there, but shit. Like that's what it was given. That's what it's given. Um, but I think in doing that, right, like and again, like it's that energy of like, I'm not taking no for an answer, yo. Like I'm not taking no for an answer, yo. I've seen too many people who have been talentless be able to get these opportunities who really don't fucking belong here. I'm not taking no for an answer, dog. Not doing it. Not doing it. So, you know, it just kind of feels like you pushing through and you kind of bullying your way in. And it works. It works. The most important part, though, is making sure that you value yourself in those spaces, because it's going to be really telling when your price ain't what it's supposed to be. You'll be like, that's it. Because there's one, it's one of those things where, it's like, it's cool, it's cool that you might be cheaper than everybody else. But then for a certain caliber of people, it's like, nah, I want you to be a little expensive because I know I'm going to get my money's worth. Like, that's important. That's real important. All right, let's see. I had mango earlier. I was turning it up. Okay, good luck on your cheerleading tryouts. My daughter's a cheerleader. I hope you get the position that you want to be in. Too cheap to show up to certain events is real. Yes. Yes. Person talking too much. Sorry. He's talking too much. You're talking too much about nothing. All right, y'all. I think I'm about to hop off of here. I'm about to hop off. Join the Patreon. We will be meeting on Wednesday. For my alchemist tier. I believe. Wednesday at we're gonna do 7:30, y'all, on Wednesday. 7:30 on Wednesday. And I'll put something out on social media and on Patreon too. Um, on Wednesday because the schedule changes. It's messing me up. But until then, y'all, until next month, have a good rest of the month. I'm gonna jump in the lives, at some point y'all gonna see me. Um, that's it. Deuces. Deuces. This was fun. I like doing both. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.